Alright, we are back with the Final Fantasy XIV storyline with the quest, The Nation of Tuliyollal. It's been a while since I've had to pronounce that name. We get this quest from Wuk Lamat. We are on the pier of Tuliyollal. Gosh dang it. High Tide Harbor, level 90. Here we go. Cutscene. Please talk so I don't have... Oh, damn it, because I can't remember... Right then, first things first. It zooms in. She's trying not to sneeze. Oh, she's trying not to throw up. Okay. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while.
Job we found on Anson must have had malware that breached our firewall. I'm running every antivirus program I can. We'll keep trying.
Stupid fucking... Sorry. Hulu. My earbuds. If I press the earbud, it'll play the last thing that was playing, and that happened to be Hulu, so my apologies. I realized we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. That's me attempting Swedish, Norwegian, sorry. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore, says Alpha. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Two lion people, one man, one woman, and then I can't tell the other from this distance come up. Aha! We were wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise has found herself some new followers then. And, followers. Wuk Lamat, are you unwell? She gets upright, shakes her head no, hands on hips, and then pats her chest a couple times. No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick, no sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely, says an inquisitive passerby. The lioness, the lion person, female. The third person is a human. Sex unknown at this point. Could be. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of a third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Anvil, again, off to the side, thinking. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach, says the lion man. Wuk Lamat spreads her arms wide with a smile. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. The human, saying nothing, has turned with them to go. They did have a point, says Erenville. Wuk Lamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, the person of her station, surrounded by this many outsiders, is bound to draw a crowd. Despite, again, attempt at being Norway. No, not Norway. What's it? Scandinavian. That's what I was looking for. One of the Scandinavias. Stupid. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move it into groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Mercy, you and Krau can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Those were both Arendelle and the best freaking way I can do it, which is not good, obviously. Kryle looks up at Wuk Lamat as she watches him go. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuk Lamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. She, again, tries not to vomit. And cutscene over. Speak with Wuk Lamat to continue. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erenville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Wuk, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. I'm accompanied by the two ladies. I understand conversation points. Thank you for the on that. Cannot mount here. I say here, I mean in this entire city, which not uncommon, I suppose. We head basically directly northeast, and then turn directly, northwest, then turn directly southwest into a market area with a talking point. We speak with Wuk Lamat to carry on. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliyollal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh, right, I should mention that here in Tuliyollal we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Palu created. Don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also, W-A-C-H-U marry E-Q-I marry E-Q-I. Wakumaki. Another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have the other places I want to show you first. Next we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. Oh, what'd she say? I clicked. I'm sorry. I clicked. Ah! I hate it when I do that. Hopefully you can read for yourself. It was something like, I only glanced at it briefly, but it was something about like wanting to enjoy our faces maybe when she showed us. I'm gonna get the etherite first, if I'm allowed to. I am. And then we have another dialogue circle. Wuk Lamat. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have etherites in Tuliyollal? I think I told you before, but my brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of etherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once. I had one built immediately. I guess, yeah, that was the thing she wanted to show us. Did you do the tuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Zaktural. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Landsguard. I apologize for the various bad accents and inflections I'm doing for her, but here's what it is. We head northeast and then up some switchback stairs. Is this not the right way to go? Maybe not. We'll see. Oh yeah, I went a little bit ago. So go down some switchback stairs, jump off them here, head northeast again, up a paved road, kind of cobblestone road, wide enough for 4 cars maybe. We have an optional talking point, which I will always take. I don't think I've missed any. Yeah. Well, I might have, but I don't think I did. Talk to Wuk Lamat, discuss Tuliyollal's elevation. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets across the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. And then Kryl discussed Tuliyollal's elevation. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wuk Lamat gets her endless endurance. Yep. I'll sprint. Next place where I have to stop is far enough away that I probably won't even reach it with a sprint. We keep heading up we're kind of north. It's kind of curving a bit to the northwest. But that's just so that we can... yeah, I guess that is the main thoroughfare. The buildings and such I would describe as kind of like... You know that show, Temple of the... There's a kid show, Temple of the Hidden Temple, Legend... Sorry. Legends of the Hidden Temple, I believe. That's kind of the decor I'm getting for these buildings. Aztec, some kind of pagodas thrown in here and there, so like maybe a mix between Chinese, Japanese, Aztec. Lots of stone walls, stone pathways, walkways. We'll get another Ethernet shard here. And we are turning into what kind of looks like a training area for their troops. We have some practice dummies being swung upon, some little duels and or demonstrations of blocking, parrying, thrusting, etc. And we will continue the quest here. Here we are at Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyollal and preserving the peace. The Lands Guard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Zoral Jah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Alisay should be around to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of Talon Marsh. Go back to the west. Sprint in. Head north. 90-degree turn. Our sprint will be almost half wasted. Well, we got a little bit more than half out of it. I'll talk to Wuk Lamat to continue the cutscene. We're staring up at a really large set of iron doors. Massive, isn't it? My bad, I was on the wrong screen. I just clicked to continue as I saw. But massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Wuk Hui. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two separate continents. Wuk Tural, the southern lands of the mother, and Zak Tural, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. I clicked too early again, but I held it, so we're good. A familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Heidelin and Zodiac. But getting back to Zak Tural, those lands are also part of the Tuliyollal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. And the crowd giggles at me still staring at the gate. Crossing the bridge to Zak Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. My options are, I'll hold you to that, or then I'll make sure you win, mark my words, or I wish we could go there right now. Then I'll make sure you win, mark my words. Get a fist and palm. You really mean that? Ha! Woe to anyone who stands between you and adventure. I look back up at the gate after smiling at Wuk. Cutscene ends. I'm on Paladin, which I don't think is where I want the experience points to go. No, but we'll swap over to Red Mage for that. And turn in with Kryl. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliyollal is unlike any other place I visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. The nation of Tuliyollal. Did I write that? Okay, yeah. Is complete. I just had this tingle on the back of my left ankle as if something was climbing it, but nope. Well, actually, that was a little piece of lint there. Anyway, we do get an item level 645 Mountain Chromite Weapon Coffer. Ooh. Let's go. And turn in, and that's it. So that's the end of the quest and the video. I'll see you next time.